What's happening, people? How's it going? Just kicking back, relaxing? Yeah. Okay, I started the stream, but why is it okay, there we go. Computer's a bit slow. It is getting deep into the winter now. So it's getting cold. I love it. Let me set the phone up here for when I start debunking so that I can see you guys chatting. Let me refresh this because this is hanging. There we go. Oh, let's do that. Can you guys hear me nice and clear, loud and clear? I hope so. Hey Val, Tanya, Harry, how you doing, buddy? G Wilson, welcome. Okay. Yo, what's up, Shane? How you doing, bud? And then that name is a bit difficult. Quoth. No idea how to pronounce that. Q, I'm just going to say Q. Loud and clear. There we go. Okay, listen, guys, I've got the clips I got today is random clips. It is from Goose Pimples because I've seen a lot of people in my previous videos and so on saying that they like Goose Pimples, or they used to like them a lot because they would show you the clips, but they will also debunk them as they were going. And I remember them doing that. So I just grabbed a Goose Pimple, the latest one. So, yeah, I just sorted them out. There's one clip in particular that is super long, which is going to take a hell of a lot of focus to see what's happening there. Munin, hello. Dawn, how's it? So yeah, I think let's just get into it. We'll start chatting once more people get in and the stream gets more chatty. But let's see what they have to offer us today. And what can we do? So, Goose Pimples. Here we go. Cook. That's basically where the clip ends. I just have to separate these clips so that we don't bleed into the next clip. Now, I don't know if you guys saw it in the clip itself, but you could see the guy in the green screen, right? In the green screen suit. I'll show you again. Because you can see him clearly. And they have a black and white filter on their video. I guess it's to hide the inconsistencies from the green screen itself. You can see it's daytime because you can see the shadows that's being casted. If it's not, if it was in the middle of the night, you won't see the shadows being casted like that. But if we go back, just by looking at the clip, I can tell you it's fake. But that's daytime. You can see the shadows being casted there. The sun is up there somewhere. But okay, when you go closer here, from here, you can start seeing the guy in the green screen suit. He's standing right here. Right there. And you're going to see movement. You'll also see his shadow over here behind this guy. Now, look again. Okay, so Did you guys see the shadow? Look here. There's his shadow appearing right there. And at the same time, the shadow is appearing there. Do you see this blob going across the screen here? It's going to be hard to see, but it's like sort of the invisibility field. As you can see, he walks past there and there's his shadow. So that's why they used a black and white filter, is to hide the inconsistencies from the green screen, because it's not going to be evenly lit. And wherever his hands are, you will see the shadow from his hands on the green screen suit. And that wouldn't key out properly, and that's exactly why they're using a black and white filter, because they do not know what they're doing. But let's zoom in on the pieces over here. I'll show you now. So, okay. Right here, let me zoom into that. Go down a bit. So right here, you will see that strange movement here? And they yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but look, there's the green screen. You see it's black? Because behind him, remember, behind him is nothing. How can I explain this? The best way to explain this. If you key out something, the back of that, where the green screen should be, is going to be black. And then whatever you put below the video with the green screen is going to appear in the black spots. So, how can I show you guys in real time how that would work? I have it. So let's go over to the Dell. And I can show you this way. So here we have their video. Now I'm going to bring in this video. Okay, I'm just going to cut it. Okay. So now we have me right there. Now, if I remove the green screen, it's going to be black behind that. So, Ultra key. And let's key that out. So, it's black behind it. So, now there's nothing. Whatever is green is removed. Now, in order to get something behind that, I can't put this on top because it's just going to overlay that. So, we have to have this on top of whatever we want to hide. So now behind me is that video. So that's how the green screen works. There we have the green screen. There we don't. But do you see the bleeding? This is what's happening in their video, and that's why they're making it black and white, because you have the bleeding over there. But to refine that bleeding, you need to go in and refine it, pedestal up. And if you have some more, you can always boost the contrast just to make it pop a little bit more. I guess this is what they didn't do. But that's why we can see right here the bleeding. As soon as he throws that across him, look at this pitch black space over here and over there. That's a different black to that and that. That's a green screen black. And then when it goes over him, we have bleeding from the green screen right there, right there, right there. So this is how I know there's a guy in a green screen suit. Now, many believers of this will go, that's just a ghost. That's why it looks like that. No, it's not going to be. So if these guys knew what they were doing, look at that massive bleeding spot over there. So if these guys knew what they were doing, that wouldn't happen. But yeah, it's that simple. It's just a guy in a green. Okay, so now the other thing is, how did they get the thing behind it? Now, look closely to what they did. The guy with the camera, he put it down on a tripod in order to get the film stable. And once that happened, that is when the guy in the green screen suit walks in. Look. He's not there at the moment. There's no sign of a guy in a green screen suit there right now. Once it's on the tripod, there it's on. Then you start seeing the... there he comes in. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like an invisible... Have you ever seen a heat wave? If you look into the distance on like a highway, you see the heat kind of rise. It's that glare. It's that same thing. It comes in from the side here. Look. There it goes. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if I can make it. But yeah, once the camera is on tripod, that's when he walks in, because then you'll just duplicate the footage you currently have right now, which is, oh, you're looking at the wrong screen. No wonder you can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry, guys. Right here. Do you see that come in there? That's when he comes in with the green screen suit. Yeah. So yeah, that's how they do that. It's super simple. Yeah, like the Predator. Exactly. Like the Predator. Exactly like that. The shimmer. Yeah. That's how they do that. Hey, Rachie, how you? How you doing? Hey, Shannon. Hey, Martini. Ja, ek het klaar teruggeswitch. Jy. Het ek nie? Well. There we go. That's why I have my butler, ladies and gentlemen. Is for me to switch screens, because I forgot. Anyway, that's how they do that. Super simple. I mean, it's innovation, isn't it? They will do anything they can to make it as realistic as possible. And that's a good thing for their audience. It's a good thing for their views. But you have to know what to look for. And it's right in your face. So nobody saw what I was pointing out, because, well, some of you did. But let me go back. Okay, there's the shimmer coming across the screen there now. Now, let's play that video back again. And I'm just going to play it back from there and see what you see. Well, there you go. So now next time you see stuff like that, you would know exactly what to look for. Okay, we have the next one here. This is quite a long one. So if you look at my screen, it's the one in purple, the track in purple. Compared to every other clip, it's the longest one. Now all of the cuts you see here is Goosepimple start talking about the clip. So it's a very long video clip that you are about to watch. And let's see. Oh, do we have people in here? I mean, it doesn't update. The phone doesn't update. For some reason. Doesn't update. Do we get to see more of that Midwest Wales fake dude? That guy is everything that's wrong with the ghost investigation. Probably, Murray. But I do want to look at the real West Coast Wales, whatever they are. Apparently, he did it because this is how they do it. So elaborate. So I want to look at the actual videos. Anyway, here we have the next clip, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I need to focus on this one because I don't really know what's happening.
Так, время 2:30. Ночи, ясно, понятно. Какая-то хуйня долбит мне в окно. Но только там, блядь,
Midwest
нету.
Ghost Hunter, yeah. By the way, the static that you see, the static in the camera like that, that's just a edit. That's not a ghost that does that.
Не знаю, отсюда видно, не видно. Вот, никого нет. Жутко, что пиздец нахуй. Все, блядь, я под одеяло. Каждые 2 недели.
Why are we in the complete darkness now?
Не знаю, так видно, не видно.
Hey, Sarah. We have a light the entire time, but this freaking dude is with his iPhone flash. What's his problem, by the way? Again with the iPhone flash. You just put on the light. We know it works.
Что дождался я? Прошло почти 2 недели. И вот опять эта хуйня.
He's got a mirror in the window.
Если открыть окно.
That would be funny, Rich. You can smell the curtains. Yeah, you can see the smell of the curtains by the look of that windowsill. Just open the damn window, man. Come on! Okay, so once he opens the window, the banging stops. Oh. I guess the ghost can't see through windows, doesn't know he's there. It's a moisty atmosphere. Okay. Ooh, freaky. So isn't it crazy Now the cupboard's empty. Is he moving? Isn't it crazy that the most activity happens when the camera's rolling but he's not there? So why isn't the activity happening when he's there, but only the banging on the window? Oh no. Okay, cool. Say hello, Amo. She's cold because it's winter and she wants to be on my lap the entire time. Let me guess, that thing is going to move towards the desk. Hello, Charmaine. Yeah, it's moving towards the desk. How crazy is that? It's as if Beardo embodied me and I know what's going to happen before it's going to happen. It's very predictable. It's because this guy is sitting right here. Laying down, actually. And that's why he pulled it with the string. He pulled it to within arm's reach. And he knows where the camera isn't focused. So, till there. And then he can start using his hand to start manipulating the thing how he wants to manipulate it. Because we cannot see what's happening there. Now, what did he do here when he moved this? Did he move it by the screen? Okay, so that is what happens here. Why is that happening? Hang on. Wait, there was a cut. Yeah, there's a cut. Why was there a cut? Right there. Two cuts. There's a cut between that and there. Why was there a cut? What's he doing now? Let me just see. Oh, he probably reset his string or something like that. Oh yeah, he reset his string. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so we know this is how he did it with strings and stuff like that. He's just behind the desk here. But what happened here? And where would he be in this situation? Where would he be in this situation? Could it be that he's hidden here somewhere? Can't really tell, but I guess if we look for movement, could we see it? Just there real quick, and then I just want to brighten things up. I just want to see a little bit better for what's happening. Okay. Just quickly, guys. Hang on there. Let me just... So there's definitely some movement happening in this area here. But this thing, the way it's placed, I'm telling you right now, this is strategically placed so that he can sit there behind the clothes And with this thing up there, you can't see him. That's why it is like that. Because in the next haunting, there's no clothes on there. And you can see there's a space behind this where he sat down. Definitely. Yeah, no. This guy is... So, as for how he did the things he did, like the knocking, that could be easily done because you don't see everything. And he doesn't use his light, even though he has a light. He takes the time to put down the camera, set it up to show what he's about to do, but it doesn't take the time to switch on the light. So I'm guessing his friend is out there banging on the window, like not on the actual window, maybe on the window frame, because that would cause a lot of disturbance to the mirror itself. So yeah, it's a bunch of crap. That's how he did it. You are welcome to argue with me, and we can go to town on that. But I'm telling you right now, that's how he did it. Or it could be just pixels. This is fake nonetheless. No, it's definitely pixels, but there is movement. There's definitely movement there. Because here's the thing. The pixels will also do what it's doing because of light shift. And any sort of movement will shift light in the room. And then any light shift will cause pixelation to shift as well, depending on what type of camera you're using. And that is a low light situation. So yeah, pixels is going to be a dead giveaway, because think about this. The pixels is moving on the screen exactly where the so-called ghost would be, right? So that's a dead giveaway to me always. Yeah, but you also have to have not a very low light situation in order to light up the string so that you can roto-cloak it. Because if you can't see the string, you can't roto-cloak it at all. It needs to be visible. And to the camera as well. If it's not visible to the camera, your program won't know what to rotoscope, right? Or to cloak. So with a low light situation like that, you won't see the string, especially if you're using invisible string. Yeah, you can test it out yourself. Take a video of a dark corner, but not so dark as to so you can't see at all in that corner, slightly, like we just did with that. And then go and move in that corner, but you won't be visible, right? And you'll see any light that is in that room will cast a shadow. A shadow is cast no matter what, right? And the camera won't be able to see it, but the light will dance around, and that will cause pixelation to move around as well. Yeah, so you just mask. Different people call it different things, depending on the studio you're working in and the the lead editor. You'll just follow their suit on what they're saying, but mostly called masking or erasing or delete, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Masking. Okay, let's check out the next clip. I just quickly skipped over. I don't really know what's happening here. So let's view this together. Oh, that's it? I'm gonna have to watch that again. I don't really know what the hell is happening there. Something in the road. Is that a man? Yeah. But look, it's stationed in one spot, right? So whoever did this did it really well. Let's okay, wait. Okay, so it's auto focusing with the camera as well. Let me just switch off the sound because that can be a bit annoying. Just want to go through and see, and then it goes away. Huh. Okay, I'm stumped by this one. Whatever this is done really well. You can see the glow on the ground as well. I don't know what to think of this, but what do you guys think is happening here? I don't know what to think of this. I think whatever that is, it's really there. That's my one conclusion. It's really there. It's not a ghost. It's not a demon. It's not an angel. It's nothing. Not a spirit or anything like that. I think what's happening here is there's really a guy there wearing a light, a suit with an LED light on it. And he has the ability to turn the light on and off. And the light can go off and like this fading, like this dimmer switch type thing. And fades to one specific spot. Hey, Hannah, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Do you see that? I think that's someone with a light. A suit. Light suit. Right? And they have a dimmer switch on it, and it can dim the light down, and it fades out in one specific spot. And I think that is exactly what's happening there. Because this is not an edit. No. You're not that good. Nobody's that good. To keep that thing in spot and to have it focus in and out with the camera. Exact same. They don't have the budget for that. Yeah, but the thing is, look, they don't switch their light off, do they? No, they don't switch it off. That thing just disappears. They zooming in with the camera, and that's why it also looks like that. It looks really bad. But I get what you're saying, Albie, that if you have a high visibility jacket on, is there light going out there? Wait a minute. Okay, so there he is, right? So this area should have light. This area should have light. There he is. This area should have light. Over here should be light. But there isn't light. So it could also be Albie. Now that I think about what you're saying, it could be. This could be a high visibility jacket. But okay, no. Albie, let's look at this. Look at the glow on the ground. I don't think it's a high visibility jacket now. Thinking about the glow on the ground. This could be just a guy with a light, an LED light, walking and playing with it. These guys are driving, seeing this thing in the distance, not knowing what the hell is going on. This guy sees a car coming, switches the light off. What about that? I don't know. But that's not a ghost. Okay, let's agree on that. That's not a ghost. That's not a demon. That's not an angel. It's not a spirit. It's not something. It's someone with some sort of light on their suit. I guess you could also have high visibility jackets that has LED lights built into it to help you be more visible. And you obviously have the ability to turn it on and off, right? What do you guys think of that? Yeah, definitely not paranormal. But let's see if we put some lighting on it. How effective is the lighting? Yeah, you can see that tree a bit clearer. I don't think the lighting effect's going to be that effective. Not with that low light situation we have there. Boost the intensity. Yeah, there's still light. They don't switch the light off. There's still light. It's just the camera lifts up and it's now filming upwards. But there's the light down there. Okay. It's someone in some light suit or something like that. As someone who has an embarrassing amount of flashlights, I like that answer. I have done that exact thing. I'm testing out a beam of light and I stop when I see someone come. Exactly, Terry. You know what? When we had a flood here, right? And I don't know why that is. It's a mental thing. We had a flood here. The flood waters were raging past our house. And I was with my light outside looking at the flood, but it's raining so much the light is useless. And there's a Land Cruiser with a spotlight that is a mini sun. It's massive. But as soon as I saw the car coming, I switched off my light because for some reason I don't want him to see me in the middle of the floodwater. But he didn't see me. But not just that. I get what you're saying, Terry. I did it myself. I do those types of things myself. That sounds like your husband, Albie. It moves too fast to be someone, I think, at the end. No. That's not moving. That's the light dimming down. Look, the light's dimming down to one spot. It's not like it's running away. That's why I say it's an LED light with a dimmer switch. The light dims down. It's not moving. And if you go here, it is someone because there you can see his legs and stuff like that. But he saw a car coming, he switched the light off and maybe ran into the bush. I don't know. Okay. If the car headlights are creating the glow, it would disappear straight away if the headlights turn off. Yes, but it's also creating a glow on the ground, which is the glow coming from the suit. But a high visibility jacket won't do that. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. You guys are more than welcome to follow suit from Hannah and click that join button and become members. Yeah, you see it just fades into nothing. Okay, next one. This is also a bit of a long one. Not quite as long as the second one, but some things to focus on. Here we go. Oh, no sound. Let's try that with sound.
Это сейчас ты был?
Thank you. Wait a minute. Quoth. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Q. Is that Quoth? Quoth? Or Quoth? How do you pronounce that? Voice? I didn't hear any voices. No. I hear like a thud. Oh, maybe a voice. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Because it makes like that noise. Is reg. Net so. Quoth. Wel, jy's Afrikaans. Maar daai is nie Afrikaanse woord nie, is dit? Een woord wat ek al ooit gesien in my lewe nie. Hey, Gingy.
Ты можешь что-нибудь показать, продемонстрировать себя?
Van George, okay. Hey, ek gaan nou George toe die 7de Augustus, my laaitie speel vir die Aaspan. Daar's so 'n groot tournament, daarso mos 'n rugby tournament. So ons gaan daar wees die 7de Augustus in George.
Сделай еще что-нибудь.
Oh, everybody so far is fake. Gingy, every single body is fake. The first clip's a guy in a green screen suit. The second guy hides behind his desk with a bunch of strings. The third one is not a ghost. It's just a guy in like a LED type suit that switches it off when the car comes. And now we at this guy. Oh, don't want to need my... Oop.
Сделай еще что-нибудь.
Hey, what's up, Allison? Oh, there you said hello, everyone. How you doing, Allison? It's good to see you. Oh, there was something that moved like a spirit after the door slammed shut. Oh, it's an orb. It's dust. Yeah, but the curtain moved due to the door slamming, creating like a vortex of wind. The door slamming, that doesn't mean much to me. Let's just see that. Nothing funny that I can see. See, when the door slams shut, it causes a vortex of wind. So the curtain moving does nothing. And directly after that, you see an orb, which people obviously say is the ghost leaving the scene, the crime scene. That's obviously dust caused by the wind, caused by the door shutting. But how did the door shut? There's more to this clip. It's not just this one. I just want to figure this out real quick. Did the door shut because of a ghost? Because there's no wind. Because the curtains are steady. Or someone keyed out, yeah. I think someone is keyed out. Look. Yep, somebody was keyed out there. But why? Why not just use this thing? Why go through the effort to have to key someone out in this area right here? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the arm that pulls the string and that had to be keyed out. But check that out. Let me zoom in on that. And you'll see what I see. Right here. Right here. Let's go forward a bit. Look at the door, by the way. Does something weird. And then here, this thing appears. This thing. It moves with the door. And then you see the warping on this door at the back here. There's someone here that were keyed out. Okay. Do you guys see the warping? Let's see if we shed some light on that. If the warping would be more visible. Probably. Let's do that. Yeah, you'll be able to see it now. There we go. Okay. there. Yeah, there's someone that was keyed out there. Look, there's a straight line going up there. Someone was keyed out. Why? Because they were closing the door. That's exactly why. Okay, next one. Yeah, no. Look, you have to have your focus on when watching these things. Be skeptical when you watch them. If you can't debunk it, give it to someone else. Sitting with a baby monitor. Let me tell you guys something real quick. We were not living too far away from here, like a couple of streets up. And my son was born and we got a baby monitor. And there's one day, I'm sitting watching TV, my son's asleep, we've got the baby monitor on, and I hear someone calling me, but not my name, just, hey, kom hier. So, hey, kom hier. But translated, hey, come here. And I said, okay, I'll come, where to? And it was the baby monitor. And what happened was, it picked up, someone had the exact same baby monitor, 2 houses down. It picked up that baby monitor and whatever they were saying. It's a freaky situation. So every now and again, you would hear them, whatever they were doing in their house. So the same baby monitor running on the same frequency, it could pick up whatever they are listening to. It was freaky. I'm telling you right now, sitting on the couch, someone saying, hey, come here. But in a woman's voice, which is not my wife. Hey, come here. Huh. I nearly shat myself. But I soon realized it was the baby monitor. So he's using a baby monitor and he's hearing sounds. I wonder how is that possible. Yeah, the new ones, yeah, I seen that. And the ones that work over Wi-Fi. Wait, he's hearing someone running. A strange giggle and someone runs away, but the cameras don't see anything. Yeah, of course they won't see anything. Oh, Shane, what's up? Keyed out is when I have a clip of someone, let's say you closing the door, but I don't want to see you, then I would basically, I want to key that out. But okay, this is not going to be a good example because it's just going to be nothing, but I want to key this part out of the frame. I can key around that. Let's say that's your arm. Then I can key that out. But then there's going to be this blank spot there. So I need you to replace that with something. So then I would look at the footage before you appeared. Let's say this, I found the footage. Let me just do this real quick just to make sure that I'm not being an absolute idiot. Okay, let's say I found the footage here. So here's the key. And I found some footage here that you weren't in. Then I will bring that footage in there. And then there's the key out area. But there's the footage I found matching the exact area without you. And then that's what happens there. But if you do not know what you're doing, for example, these guys, then you get some smudging and some misalignment issues, exactly the way they have it here on the door. Where is it? I'm zoomed in like crazy. So like here on the door itself, you'll have some misalignment issues. Let's go back. There. You see how that is not aligning with that properly? But then you'll get that thing. So there we go. Okay, well, anyway, here's someone running. Those are wooden floors. You do not have to run in the same room for me to hear your footsteps. You can run in a different room, complete opposite side of the house. So the further away you would be from the camera running, you would hear more of a thud, like doop, 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 doop. And that's what you hear there, exactly. But if you were closer to the camera, you would hear the foot hit the floor. Doop, 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 doop. Further away, doop, 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 doop. That's exactly what you're hearing there. Hey Jack, I had a baby monitor in my shed to hear if anyone was trying to get in at my bikes. I could hear a baby cry and people talking. I realized it was the neighbor across the... Yeah, imagine that. Start hearing a baby crying. Because that is freaky, right? In the dead of night, you don't have a baby and a random baby cries. I mean, that's freaky. Thank you, Lo. Appreciate that. But that was the fifth time I did that, hey? The first time, I couldn't get through it because I'm trying to be serious. It's like that, try not to laugh, and then there's a group of people sitting and someone makes... and then somebody laughs at it. It's that situation. I'm not supposed to laugh because I want to be serious about this. And then but I wasn't thinking to make a video to make people laugh. That wasn't my idea. My idea was because I wanted to experiment. If I debunk his video as serious as I possibly could, I wanted to see what people were going to do, right? And so I got what I needed. Because there was people that was thinking I didn't know who Beardo is. They want to tell me exactly who Beardo is. You don't know Beardo, dude, he's a debunk. They don't know him because he talked about me on his channel multiple times. So clearly they don't know him. But the fifth time I did break a couple of times laughing. Especially at the way he goes. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And then there's this one part where he goes, it just went off. But the way he did it cracked me up every time. And then also the part where he the way he said it to the doll, ooh, you pretty, or you beautiful, whatever. The way he said it, it sounded like a drunk uncle meeting a little girl for the first time. It was so freaky and funny at the same time. So those parts, I couldn't keep it together, even around the fifth time. And I just said, screw it, I'm going to leave it as it is. And that's also why I didn't at the end of the video go, yeah, thank you, Beto. I know you're not a debug or fake ghost, because I wanted to see what people were going to do. And I got what I wanted, but it got so much that I had to make a post to say, listen, guys, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I didn't want to have to do this, but whatever. But yeah. Anyway, next clip. And you know these low quality videos, they aren't really low quality. Do you guys know that, right? So most of these clips, because they're faking, and we know they're faking 100%, but they would put in a noise filter to make it look more low quality than it is. Like, let's make it look like it was taken from a potato. That is to hide the fact that so depending on your noise, I could go, let me show you guys. I could go and just look for a noise. So I can then noise gain. Excuse me. And I can increase the amount of noise. But then you could go in and make it pixelated noise, right? So look at what it looks like there now. Then I can get the noise to be more pixelated. So to get the effect of an older video taken on a low quality camera. So most of these things I'm watching, I know for a fact it is not that bad quality. We're in 2025. It might be an old video that was uploaded, but highly unlikely. The era of old video is gone. So most of these things are just noise added in. But in this case, I think this is actually just a very low quality video, to be honest. Yeah, you do, Alison. You really do. Okay, wait a minute. Let's look at that part again. Okay. Something happened here. What happened there? He throws something. Okay. No. He throws nothing. No. He throws nothing. What the hell is that? Look, on the screen here, something gets pushed by, but it just appears and then it's gone. What's that? Okay, like cloaking. I can't remember who it was talking about cloaking. This could be one of those situations where cloaking was involved. But I think when he stood up and whatever he hit there, bumped it, it could be the wire that was, or the string that was used. And the cloaking, it messed up the cloak. It could be. Because what is that? Yeah, there's a cloaking done here. Look. In this area, okay, so that's his leg moving, so it's nothing to do with that. But if you look at this area here, something was removed that was across the screen. But why here? It's moving this way. Why is it messing up here? Where would the cloak be to mess up the chair here when it's moving over here? You see, it's not always about debunking. It's not always like going, okay, yeah, that's fake because look at this editing mistake. It's, for me, it's also like, why am I seeing the mistake in the area that I am? Like, I see it a lot on Twin Paranormal stuff because they fake their stuff in a weird way. Hey, Veronica, I didn't even see that. I don't know why my phone isn't doing what it's supposed to do. But Veronica, with 10 gifted memberships, thank you so much, Veronica. I appreciate that. You spoil me, you know that. Why my phone isn't... I hate it when it does that. Now, thank you, Veronica. But you're gonna have to do it again next month because we're gonna have less less memberships if you don't do it again next month, eh? Wink wink. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, there's stuff that happens here that I want to figure out why that is happening. Maybe that is not for live debunk. Maybe that is for when I'm on my own. To sit here because this can take me hours and I don't want to do that. And then you also have this happening here, the shadow. The shadow over here. And now this is where we're going to get into that part where people say, no, it's not editing. It's just artifacting because of the old video and stuff like that. But why do we have artifacting happening where the ghost activity is happening? These are all questions I ask myself. And then you have that thing that appears there. And it affects the packet here as well. Maybe it pushed on the wire that's pulling the packet. Okay, but there's another clip. I could see the things happening before it happened. Look at this. Wait, let me just watch it from the start, then I can show you. So right up here, there's shimmering happening right over here. And down here. And right there. Why is the shimmering happening? Was something cut out completely here? And look at the yeah, that's someone in a green screen suit. That's why that's happening. Look at that. That's why it's happening the way it's happening. Look at the chairs. Yeah, I'm thinking there's someone in a green screen suit. It sounds so stupid. That's the thing you keep falling back onto. Why do you keep falling back? Because that's how people fake things. That's how it's done. So in my case, I'm not even looking at the thing that's moving because your fake is never going to happen in that area where it's happening. It's going to happen just off to the side, to the bottom, below, just on top. Like in this case, someone is sitting here pulling a string. Because, look, what do we always say? Think about this. Yeah, the packet is being pulled towards the door and the door is half open, so we can't see you standing there with a string. It never goes away from that area, blah, blah, blah. That's what we're always saying, isn't it? But now this time the thing is moving away. It's moving this way. So your only reasonable explanation would be there's a string tied there. The string is looped around. But why aren't they just standing behind the door? Now this is my why. This is where my why comes in. If you're going to be using a string, why go through all of the trouble to sit under the table? Why don't you think about just standing behind the door? Is the door going to open? No, the door's not going to open. Why are you underneath the table? Why are you weird like that? So yeah, that's yeah, stupid ghost. Now it's definitely it could be wisdom. It could be someone. I mean, maybe they didn't have the capacity to think, let's tie a string around that, pull it, let's put a magnet in there, and that's why we have to be under the table, and then manipulated by that way. It could be. Yeah, it could be. Hey, Rowan. Yeah, like I said, it could be a magnet, and that's why they're keying themselves out. But, I mean, let's look at the motion, the way it moves. So if we look at the way, okay, so this is what I've been saying. I haven't looked at the actual object. I've been looking at the areas around the object. So in the beginning, it does seem like it could be a magnet, the way it's moving. I don't know. Could be a magnet. I would actually go more towards the magnet way because that would explain why they're under the table. Because it wouldn't make sense with a string. Why would you sit under the table if you can just stand behind the door? I don't know, but people are stupid sometimes. Yeah, the table leg is... yeah, E for effort. Definitely E for effort. This is where you go E for effort. Is this type of situation. Stupid ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna make merch one of these days, guys, and it's gonna have stupid ghost on it for sure. I have so many ideas for merch. My mind is my mind's running wild, and I just want to start putting it on shirts and stuff, but it has to wait a little bit. Let's go. Wait a minute. What's the caption saying? Man was returning home from party late at 3 in the morning. Okay. It's always 3, you know, because then it's witching hour. He lived in the other side of town and decided to take a shortcut through a bridge next to the road. Is he the ghost? Could be. When he arrived to the shortcut, saw something that made him take the long way. Okay. Harry, so can I, man. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have some awesome things. Awesome things. Okay, let's see what's happening. Oh. Okay. That's why it says through the bridge, because you have to literally go. It's a tunnel bridge. But anyway. There's someone standing there. Like, why? It's crazy that ghosts have hoodies these days, and they wear the hood as well. It's crazy. Why would the ghost need the hood? Is it to look more ominous? That's a sticker. That's not a person. That's not a 3D object. That's a 2D object. It's flat. There's nothing raised, nothing, no ridges, nothing on that. It's flat like the wall behind it. Or the corrugated thing behind it. That's a sticker. You can see, look at his flashlight reflect off of the sticker there, right there. Look. Yeah, that's a sticker. That's not a real, that's nothing. That's a sticker of a ghost. It's a ghost sticker. That's what that is. Hey, Tanya. How you doing? Yeah. No, it's because it gets closer. So I get that. It's because it gets closer. So the camera has more time to focus on whatever is in front of it because it's static image in front of it. But that's a sticker. That's not a ghost, not a person, not his friend in a hoodie. It's a sticker. Okay. Hey, Blue Sky. How you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, this is unfortunately, sad to say this, but this is the very last clip we have for you guys today. This is the very last clip. Let's see what this clip is about. Debunk Zark hauntings. A humble request. Yes, you asked me before. I remember. I remember. Let's see what's happening here, guys. Come on. Let's focus. Let's debunk.
Bro, is that my fork? What? Hello?
No.
Why is that?
No.
Hello? What the hell? Bro, I don't care about my bike. Hello? Is anybody there? I don't know, dude. Am I just hearing things?
The guy said help like a million times, and you still ask, is there anybody there? That's how you know it's fake. The acting in it is crazy.
Hello? What the Yep, nope, I'm good.
That's the end of the clip. Nah, it's just his friend in there.
Hello? What the hell? Hello?
No.
Why is that?
Yeah, it's just his friend. That's nothing. It's nothing. There's nothing to worry about. If you hear someone calling for help, you usually don't run away. No. Yeah. It depends. It depends. Are you beta or are you alpha? Beta will run away. Yeah, that's the last clip. I only had 7 clips for you guys today. I don't want to make this stream too long. Also, Swamp Ass kicks in real quick over here on my seat. Yeah, Henry, you'd be dead if your life depended on him. And also, Albie, it's like 3 a.m. for you right now. Maybe 4 a.m. I want your husband to, to get mad at you for me keeping you awake. Imagine that email. No, Tanya, no, it's definitely in there. It's you can hear that the voice is in an enclosed space. So it's definitely, his friend is definitely in there. I can hear that clearly. Listen to this again. I'm going to boost the sound a little bit so that you can hear that. Let's boost the sound. Say a bit 5. It's a bit loud, but okay.
Fork? What? Hello?
No.
You hear that? You can clearly hear it's in there.
No.
Let me boost that a little bit more. 10 maybe.
No.
Why is that?
No, it's definitely in there. It's definitely in there because he throws a stick back later. It's definitely in there. Oh, you're an insomniac. Welcome to the Insomniac Club. Me too. My wife as well. We'd like to go to sleep. Well, we can't sleep. We sleep at around 3, 4, maybe 5 a.m. And not just that, I'm a night owl. I love the night. I'm a man of the night. And for me, I like sitting outside watching a video or YouTube or whatever, knowing that everybody else is asleep. It's kind of like a freaky situation, like a peeping Tom, you know? Kind of like that. But I'm not watching anybody, I'm watching my phone. And I know nobody's around. I don't know. I like the night when nobody's around. Ominous. It's quiet. It's so quiet. It's dead quiet. You can hear your own heartbeat. You know, I like that type of thing. Yeah, I mean, we've tried many times sleeping tablets, everything like that, to help us get into a normal routine. Can't do it. We'll have that sleeping tablet and we'll file it until about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We'll go to bed. We have gone to bed earlier, like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. But then you roll around for 2 hours. And then your body starts aching because you've been laying too long. Because when you're sleeping, you don't notice it, eh? Watching Tom and Jerry late at night in my DVD player. You again with this Tom and Jerry. Also watch Hotel Transylvania and Madagascar using my headphones for binge watching. It's insomnia. Imagine Tom and Jerry because you can't sleep. I've never. I have to go to sleep in a 700-year-old cottage now. Much love. Yeah, Shane. Enjoy the ghosts. Buddy, I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. It's so early. Why do you want to go and sleep now, Shane? By the way, it's 9 p.m. Or is it, it's 16 minutes past 9. Is it like, I don't know if you guys are daylight savings or what the time is there, but it's 9:15. Is it croquet? Crochet? Crochet? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've heard the word. I can't pronounce it. It's 12:16 p.m. California. Oh, damn, it's early. Veronica. UK 8:6. Oh, you're an hour behind. Shane, no wonder. Why do you want to go to sleep now, Shane? What's wrong with you? Crochet. Okay. Look at that. Albie with the help. Crochet videos. I don't know if I could watch that. Period. Okay, here's an example. No, I don't have an example. What the hell am I talking about? I've got no example. Never mind. Shane is a sleep addict. I'm jealous. Still light here. Yeah, because we're going into winter now. South Africans really understand this. Our winter times are much darker than summer times because it gets darker earlier. So you can start seeing the sun go down by 4 p.m. and then by 6 it's dark. And because it's winter, it's even darker than that. I like that. Knitting and crochet videos. I have nearly ripped up my headphones. I have another hobby that I like to do, and that is RC vehicles. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm working on this one. This is a rally car. Beautiful car. Here's the body. It's from Rolarlo. The quality on this vehicle is insane. So that is my hobby. This is my hobby. It's RC vehicles. I love it. And then I have another one that's on tilt over there. I have another one. I have a few. I need to work on this car some more because we have a problem with. I don't know why we're here now, but I have a problem with the bearing. So this is the UD or CVDs, and the bearings are because we drove through salt water with it. So I have to fix that. But I don't know what else to do. I don't have any more videos to debunk. Zark. I need to look at Zark. Let me quickly check out Zark. Not check it out, but just quickly see what Zark's about. This time we didn't have as many viewers. Low view count. What did I do wrong this time from last time? What do you guys like and don't like? How should I name the streams? Should I say live debunking right on the thing? Zark. Let me see. Zark. Scary Haunting. Zark. Okay. Zark. Is it Zark Scary Haunting? Rowan. Bizarre Bub claims he's human. He sounds like a. I think he's human. I think he's human. You could hear it because AI is stupid. Okay, so Zark Scary Hauntings, is that what I should? Oh, they also a compilation channel. Oh, I never knew about this channel ever. I'll check it out. Let me. I'll subscribe. I don't really want to subscribe, but I'll subscribe. Why not? Put the word demon in the title. People like that. What did I have in the title? 7 of the scariest paranormal clips. Ah, damn. You see, that's my problem. That's my problem. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Hey, but we did get 12 new members. Damn. 10 from Veronica and 2 of their own accord. Thank you again, Veronica. Appreciate that. Are you debunking next Saturday? I didn't get notifications this week. I said, I actually have to do better because I only set up the stream 4 hours before I did the debunking. So I'm going to do this every Saturday. And I'm going to say, I do have it in the title, live debunking, but I'll set up the stream around about Tuesday. I'll set up the stream Tuesday and, hopefully then you'll get the notifications. Not always quantity, more about the quality of viewers. I like to have many people watching because then it's good to have a conversation with you guys and stuff. I don't play music in the background. If that's something you guys would like me to do, I guess I could. But then I'll have to find specific music because I don't want to be copyright striked. Because that would suck. Go back a year or two. What do you mean, Sarah? It's going to be difficult to go back a year or two. I do believe you need to watch Midwest Ghost Hunter first so you can understand Beardo's video. Midwest also laughed at Beardo's video. Okay. So is there like a friendship between Midwest and Beardo? No music? No, okay. Yeah, because I don't like to do music because I don't know what you guys are listening to. I don't know what excites you. Would it take away from the stream? Do you like the dead quiet? Hey Beth, how you doing? Yeah. I never know what to do with the music exactly, so that's why I'd rather not. Hey Ollie, how you doing, bud? You late to the stream, my friend. Ollie, is this the same Ollie from my main channel? Because it looks the same, but I'm not sure. I think you do well the way you are. Music could distract from what you're doing. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Ollie. Yeah, okay. Ollie, this is a much better channel than the main channel, isn't it? I need to do a video tomorrow for that channel because I haven't done one in a while. He is obviously fake, but won't admit it. Okay, so he doesn't get mad at them? It's crazy. So, okay, I'll look at Midwest. Let me go to their channel right now because otherwise I'll forget. Midwest. Is it Midwest Paranormal? I forget. Midwest Ghost Hunter. There he is. Ooh, and I have a video for Monday. It is a Mind Seed that made a video of 17 of the scariest ghost clips. I want to debunk the clips that he is showing as 17 of the scariest ghost clips. And is this why Beardo didn't blink? You know what? I wish I knew he didn't blink in that video because I didn't focus on Beardo's eyes at all. I was just watching the video as a whole, not focusing at all. I'm so disappointed in myself because if I knew he wasn't blinking, I have some stuff about that. Yeah, I've got Mr. West right here in front of me, but I can see by the thumbnail his eyes are wide open. Is that why Beardo's like eyes wide open the entire time? He looks familiar. Ghost hunting alone in a graveyard. I've watched some of his stuff, like you can see. I've watched this, but why did I watch it? Is it because someone mentioned something? He doesn't have a lot of videos on, eh? He's got almost no videos. What happened? How many subs does he have? Did he delete some videos? Almost 100,000 subs. Hey, 10 gifted subs again. Damn. Now I feel bad because I can't pronounce your name. Arelis. Thank you for the... I feel so bad. ESP. I feel so bad. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate that. That is awesome. Arelis. Okay, good. Another 10. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, ghost hunting alone in a haunted graveyard. So I've watched his stuff before, but why did I click off midway? I hope I don't get copyrights.
Williams. They almost outnumber the tombstones.
What's he doing? Ooh, he sees something.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Okay, this thing is moving. Oh, that thing's turning. Interesting. Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's see, why is that thing turning? Let's do this. I don't think I'd know why. I'm just interested in what's happening here. Okay. Okay, and I see the way he reacts. That's why Beardo did what he did. Okay, funny. I understand. Let's see this. Alright, let's go here. Let's I don't know what screen you guys are seeing. Are you seeing the Dell? Okay. Let's put this in there. Let's bring you back up here. Let's quickly see what happened here. Okay, right before it moved, something happened. It's like it's lifting up. It's like it's being tilted as it's turning. But look, before it turned, there was a duplicate of it. There, right there. There's a duplicate layer of it. Why? How did he fake that? Do you see that? Look at the duplicate layer. Why is there a duplicate layer? Look, no duplicate layer. Right before it turns, boom, duplicate layer. Why? 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 You duplicating the layer there. Why are you duplicating that layer? Yeah, I'll need to look into this guy to see why he's doing what he's doing and how he's doing it. No, but I mean, how he's doing, because I always find it interesting to know how they fake it. Ignore them, blue sky. We all know that isn't the case. What's happening? What's happening? Veronica, shh, don't blow our cover. We are said to be toxic by all the fans of the fake channels. He's never alone, Sarah. We know that for a fact. No, but they can't be. That bush is too small for someone to be in there. It's like a little. Oh, what am I doing? You're already seeing. It's like a little flower bush. There's nobody in there. Okay, but we don't have the full clip anyway. We're just seeing part of this. I just quickly want to see something. Hang on.
What the f? Did that just move?
Yeah.
That freaking angel just turned and looked at me.
Oh, that's why Beardo. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay.
Do you see that? It's looking right at me. I'm actually really creeped out by this. I do not want to go towards it.
Yeah, there's no cuts there, right? Okay. Now I see why Beardo's doing what he's doing. Is that freaking thing moving? I need to go and do my own fake video. Mimicking Beardo, mimicking this guy. I need to find an abandoned building for that. But I did see a video, 10 of the most haunted places in South Africa. I want to go there. Definitely no cuts there, hey? But okay, so I don't know why I looked at that specific video, but I need to look into him then. But why did he, you guys might know more about this guy, but why did he delete so many videos? Because 100,000 subscribers with the little amount of views that he has, little amount, if you know YouTube, you know, because he's got 34 videos, 100,000 subscribers. He's got a total of 3 million views. He won't have 100,000. He deleted videos. What did he delete? Got one short. So you guys might obviously know this. Brandy struck again with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Brandy. I appreciate that. I love money. And I love it when it comes to me. Hey, Blue Sky. Oh, probably I deleted the blue. I mean, but then we have to go through all 34 of them and bust them all. Maybe he'll delete his entire channel. We don't know. Because he encountered better. Look, my goal would never be for someone to go and close or delete their videos or close their channel. I would never want that for someone. But if you're faking, I'd like to expose that. Minnesota haunts. Oh, is he from Minnesota? Can I tell you guys something? And I was hesitant to tell anybody this. Because I don't know how it would be accepted, especially the Americans hearing this from me now. And I know there's a lot of you guys against Trump, but hear me out on this. So Trump has made it possible for South Africans, and whatever I'm going to say now, guys, listen to me. I don't want you to think I'm a racist or whatever, but I'm going to say it in the way that it is. So Trump has made it available for white South Africans to go under the refugee program to America and to live there, then eventually get American citizenship and blah, blah, and live there the rest of your days in peace. Because I don't know how many of you guys follow the news or follow the media and knows what's happening in South Africa at the moment. But South Africa is falling apart, right? And it's come to the point where they started, because South Africa, they always look at us white people and say we are the racist ones, but there's 142 race-based laws currently in operation in South Africa against white people, and now there's a new one for the land and property of white people to be taken away by the government for the people, right? And that's why Trump is opening up that refugee thing for white South Africans, Afrikaners. That's white South Africans, Afrikaner. And why I'm saying that, because I'm seeing Minnesota in his email, Minnesota Haunt. And I was thinking, if we were to go and accept the refugee thing, we would like to live in Minnesota. That's why I'm saying why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. But like you're saying, it's not much different in the USA. Look, you can't get away from stats, right? So, I mean, we have about 80 murders a day in South Africa. And that's the murders we know of. It's hectic. Oh, you were born there. Okay. No, we like the cold. I hate the heat. I can't stand the heat. Yeah, but that's why I never wanted to mention it, Harry, because I've seen from videos how people reacted, and they said South Africans aren't welcome. They can't come over. You're coming over on the taxpayers' money and stuff like that. And that's why I was hesitant to speak about this. But yeah, you know. If I have an opportunity to take my family out of South Africa into a place where we could actually live and have a future, I'd do it. Because there's no future here. And I know many people say that. But there is literally no future for, unfortunately, and it sucks, there's no future for white people in South Africa. There is a future. You can definitely live here for the rest of your life. But you'll never... it's difficult to explain. You have to be a South African to understand it. Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate that. But yeah, so... For instance, let me give you an example. My son is a rugby player. Crazy about rugby. And that's what he wants to do professionally. And if you want to do that professionally, South Africa is definitely the place to be. For that, because rugby in South Africa is massive, but it's getting to a point where it's unbearable, because in schools it's still fine, school rugby massive, but when you start going to club rugby and stuff like that, it's getting difficult, because now they need to have race quotas, less white people, more black people in specific teams. Like, for instance, there's a cricket team that needed to go for an international tournament, but they were stopped and banned from going because they were too white. And they selected another team that had almost no white people, and they could go. But the team with more white people than black people was banned from playing. I mean, that's the type of thing that happens here. For me, I want to live where race is not an issue. Can we just live? If you are talented, let him play. Doesn't matter what race he is. If you are talented, just play. That's how I see it. Why does it need to be a specific color to play? I mean, that's so stupid. But anyway, that's the world we live in. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that. Yeah. But if you guys want to know more about what's happening in South Africa and how bad things are here, you need to go to this channel. Colonel Chris White. He's got a massive thing with the YouTube, on YouTube, about what's happening. And one of our biggest culprits is Julius Malema. Julius Malema, the dumbest person to ever live. He says that Donald Trump is illiterate and Elon Musk is illiterate. But you should look at this guy. But yeah, Colonel Chris White. Go check out his channel. He's an American. He's got tons of videos on South Africa. He's a massive South Africa fan. and about the refugee program specifically. In the playlist, you have, where is it? Here it is: Trump, South Africa, and US refugee admissions. So in there is going to be, for you guys that don't know what's happening in South Africa, in there is that playlist will tell you what's happening in South Africa exactly, and that will give you an idea of why most South Africans want to take the opportunity. He's got all the information there. I can connect with you on this. I already know. So sad. I think it's great you're speaking out. Well, I'm not really speaking out. I'm just chatting to my community, right? So I don't want to make videos on this because I'm not a political channel at all. I hate politics, if anything. I hate it because it just brings a divide, right? It always brings a divide. Look at South Africa, for instance. Politics is what's creating the divide in South Africa. We're supposed to be the rainbow nation, meaning a nation of different colors, but we all operate as one. But it is our government it's politics that brings in the divide. Julius Malema, for instance, he sings a song, Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. And he was taken to court on that. The South African court said, no, it's fine. He can sing that violent, inciting song because it's a struggle song. So he's allowed to sing it. So now he has millions of people chanting it on TV, kill the boer, kill the farmer. And the people take it so seriously that they go out and they kill the farmers, which is insane. So it's political. It's due to politics that our country is divided the way it is. And that's why I hate politics. Yeah, politics is the biggest problem in my eyes. That is why the country is in the divide that it is. And then you have a ton of black people that will go on to Julius Malema's channels and say how wrong he is. But then you have other black people that will attack them and even kill them for standing against them. It's insane. We have this one video that was making it rounds a couple of years ago. It was of this massive strike, this massive riot at the mines in Rustenburg. I think it was in Rustenburg or it was in Pretoria. This riots, all of the mine workers, they went on strike. And how this works, if in South Africa, the black people, the black culture specifically, when they strike and you're a black person and you do not strike with them, they see that you are against them and they kill you. So there's this video that went around of this tea girl. She worked in the offices on the mine and she was the tea girl. She made tea and coffee and brought it to the conference and cleaned and stuff like that. She's not a cleaning lady, she's a tea girl. Her main job is to bring tea to the people that work there in the office. And there was a strike going on in front of the mine, and she just wanted to get to work because she wants to support her family. That's what she does. She works, supports her family, and that's it. And she walked to the gate, and these people that were striking, they grabbed her, they killed her right there, and it was all on video. They threw her with rocks, they stoned her to death. It was a horrible thing to watch, but all because she wanted to work and they wanted to strike. And if you go against them, they'll kill you. Now, that's the mentality that most of them have here. And well, I don't even think most of them have that mentality, but they're too scared to stand against it because they will be killed. They will be killed. And that's why it's this massive group that's just following along because they'll get killed. Thank you, Brandy. Look, it's not affecting my everyday life right now because we are fortunate enough to live in a small town, a very small town. But it could happen in any day. Could happen any day. That's true. We always say we prefer animals to people because animals aren't mean to you like people are. People are horrible, man. Horrible. People can be horrible. Bring back the Orkney days, says Shane. But okay, Shane, hang on now, because that's just when apartheid ended. We met, right? So it was it was a different era. That we should be careful to bring back the Orkney days, but bring back the times, the good times, the safety. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you see, this is exactly what I didn't want. I don't want to have a political talk with you guys because I'm not about politics. That's not what I do. But also just telling you guys more about our life here and what we do, you know, how we live. But my point was, if the refugee thing opens, we will take it. But I don't want people in America to feel like my family specifically. I can't speak for everybody else, but my family is taking this to ride on the coattails of the taxpayers of America. That's not what we want to do. I'll go there and I'll start working. And I'll pay my taxes. I don't want to live off of the taxpayer. Neither does my wife. But we just want to get into a place where we are safe. If that makes sense. Thanks, Veronica. Appreciate that. We all look the same as skeletons. What do you mean? Sky, what do you mean? Where do you live, Rowan? Are there any other South Africans in the chat right now? Not a lot of people watching, so I don't think there is. But yeah. Sarah, yeah. Next time I'm gonna get a bit more clips, get a variety, and get a little bit more so that the stream can go on for longer on debunks. Los Angeles, okay. Veronica, Los Angeles, yeah. Like the catacombs? It's all, yeah, the catacombs, yeah, that's scary. That's scary. That scares me because you can get lost down there and never to be seen ever again. That's what scares me. No, SA is not a safe place, believe me. And listen, guys, if anybody, I'm going to tell you right now, do not listen to the media. When you want to come and visit South Africa, it is a beautiful place and it's a dangerous place. You need to know where you're going. But I'm telling you right now, OR Tambo, which is our main airport, it is the most dangerous place in South Africa. Our airport is the most dangerous place in South Africa. I'm telling you right now, because the criminals know that it is rich with tourists. So if you land there, sometimes late at night, you're sitting and waiting for your shuttle, you get robbed, killed, or even worse. Words I can't say because the stream will get striked. But worse than killing, yes, and that is, you know what, SA, assault, but not by being beaten, but you know what I'm saying. Taken advantage of. Do not come to South Africa unless you know where you're going. It is a scary place, and OR Tambo at night is a very scary place. You do not want to be there. Moving to, why do you want to retire in Texas, Veronica? Why Texas specifically? I mean, Texas is a nice place, but why specifically there? Myself to Dominican Republic when I retire. You want to deport yourself? When last have you been in SA, Shane? You living in the UK now. When last have you been here? Yeah. Of course. No, of course. Tour guides are going to take advantage of you. For sure. And you know what else? Listen to this. There's some people that will agree with this method, but I do not agree. I'm glad I'm a South African in that sense. Addo Elephant Park. Addo Elephant Park. It's the National Elephant Park. It's close here by my house. I'll go there once and I'll live stream from my phone and I'll live stream as I'm driving through. Then you guys can see it. Right? But that will be members only. That will be a members only live stream. So become a member right now. Veronica can't sponsor you all. But yeah. But Addo Elephant National Park. Wildlife. They don't walk around in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be fooled by that. Because that's dangerous. They behind fences and stuff. Only lions do. But anyway, Addo Elephant National Park. We went there and it's a ripoff. Because we pay 100 Rand to enter our entire vehicle with my family. 100 Rand. Which, what is 100 Rand? Let's do the sum for you here. Right? Listen to this ripoff. So, we pay 100 Rand to enter for the day. We can spend the entire day there. That's $5.44. Cheap. Any tourist, no, not 100 grand, Rand, ZAR. Any tourist from any other country, because they ask you for your passport, because they want to see where you're from. And I stood there, I couldn't believe it. This family from the UK, they had to pay, I can't remember, I think my wife remembers. I think they had to pay 1,500 Rand to enter for the day. We paid $5.44. They were from the UK, they had to pay $81, which is ridiculous. And other people from other countries, depending on what country you're from, pay more. Ja, hulle slat die mense tussen die oor daaroor. Hulle is flippin' skelm bliksems. Yeah, Pink is in SA. She doesn't stay far away from where I am. I don't know, is she in the stream today? She doesn't stay far from here. She stays just past Jeffreys Bay. Jeffreys Bay is a beautiful place. But yeah, so you need to be careful when you come here. They will take advantage. And Elephant Park does the same. But that's why I say, next time I go to I'll go to Addo and I'll live stream the entire event while I'm there, while I'm driving through. And you guys can see it with your own eyes. I'll put my GoPro on the roof and stream the GoPro to the phone and then stream the phone out so you guys can see that. No, but I'm not saying 100 grand. I'm saying 100 Rand. Let me roll my R's a bit more so you can hear that. 100 Rand. Not grand. Rand. Our currency is Rand. But you see, I want to say it in an English accent, so I'm Rand. I'm rolling my R's. No, I'm not. I'm rounding it. Rand instead of Rand. Because we pronounce our R's. We're very passionate about the R. We pronounce it. No sleep for Shane. No, Shane's still here, still awake. 6 years ago, back in December, with my daughter to meet my grandparents. Where's your grandparents, Shane? Where do they stay? His last name is Rand. You've heard about the Kruger Rand, right? So, Rand. Are you living with bars on your window? Yeah, of course. What are you talking about? Love, of course. It's called burglar bars. If you live in a house without burglar bars, I can tell you right now that house is empty. Difficult for a gringo. Loved the country and people though. Huh? Difficult for a gringo? What do you mean? Two boys, what is that? What's a gringo? Yeah, you have to have burglar bars. When we were in Netherlands, we stayed in Amersfoort. And the house didn't have burglar bars. It was a weird sight to see a home with no burglar bars. You Dominicana? Dominicana. Okay. Yeah, around here, you come to break in, you're going to end up in a bag. Look, I'd love to kill the person that breaks into my house, but it's not allowed. They've got more rights than we do. This is another lawyer. I watched a video the other day. It was super funny. It wasn't funny like he's doing a comedy sketch. It was funny in the sense of he did a video to show us me as a homeowner living in a house, the rights I have of that house, and he lifted up one piece of paper. That's my rights I have. And then he said, now, here's the stack of paper. It's a stack of papers. Stack of papers. Of the rights the person has that breaks into your house. He's got more rights than me that lives here. Freaking crazy. But think of him in this scenario. Okay, wait a minute. Oscar Pistorius. Oh, okay. What are you talking about? South African cricket team is not doing good because of quota system. Yeah. The South African team is it's dying. Also, New Zealand has been winning rugby. Most of whoa. South Africa. Not because we're South African. South Africa is currently the top South African team in the world. South African rugby team is currently the top. We have 92.39 points. The closest to us have 90 points. That is miles away. No. New Zealand has nothing on South Africa. Schoolboy rugby and international 15s rugby. New Zealand has nothing on us. Even in schoolboy rugby, we beat Christchurch 50-0. Now it's in schoolboys rugby. No. That's the thing. South African rugby is, it is amazing to watch, and there's no quota. There's no quota in the South African rugby team, the men's 15. There's nothing like that. There's no quota system. Black and white doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many whites, doesn't matter how many blacks. They play, they get along, and they do well. No, look, rugby, I'm a proud fan. My son plays for the first team as well for his school. Well, the R-Spun, so the A team, but it's not the A team, it's the first team in English. But he's a first team player. No, we are big on rugby. No, big on rugby. Australia, you can go to sleep with your rugby against South Africa. I'm telling you. But we had, a couple of years ago, we had some issues before we got our new head coach, Rassie Erasmus. And by the way, Rassie Erasmus comes from the town next door, Dispatch. I live in Uitenhage. He lived in Dispatch. He was friends with my wife's father. Well, he was friends with my wife's father's friend. I mean, they were Dispatch, small town. So he's the new head coach. Donnie Gerber was my wife's father's best friend. He was a South African rugby player back in the day. He was one of the best. And Rassie Erasmus was a South African rugby player as well before he became the head coach. He lived right here. But yeah, no. We're big on rugby. That is one thing you can never take away from me, my family, or our country is rugby. We do not unite as a country. We do not unite. But rugby, we unite. I don't know why. And soccer is big in South Africa because remember, we have 4.5 million white people, but rugby is the biggest. And then we have, I think, 45 million black people. So the ratio is way off. So you would think soccer would be the main thing. No. Rugby is the main thing in South Africa. Anyway, listen, I could talk about rugby all day. in the Rugby World Cup because we didn't have a second cup of tea. I mean, that's true, Raven. That's true. No, but listen, England has fallen. I mean, if we look at the Rugby World rankings right now, hang on, Rugby World ranking. If we look at the Rugby World rankings right now, not the women's. Come on, get out of here. Who wants to watch that? Boring. The men's. South Africa's women's team sucks, by the way. Where's England? Are they 6? They're down. What's happening, England? Come on. New Zealand is second now, then Ireland, then France. Argentina is above England, which feels wrong. Australia is not even here. Where's Australia? Australia used to be a top team, right? They're not even in the top 10 now. Oh, there they are. Never mind. 8. But they used to be top 5 always. Now they're 8. Scotland. England. But look at South Africa, 92.78. New Zealand, 90.36. And we have been on top for many, many years. 2 World Cups back to back. That's who we are. That's who we are. You can't argue with that. Those are the stats. I don't know. I don't watch women's rugby at all. South Africa, where are you? You're not even in the top 10. Oh, biggest fallers, South Africa, 12. This is the women's rugby. That's the women's rugby. Biggest fallers, South Africa in rank number 12. I mean, rank number 12 in the world, it's not bad. But it's definitely USA. Look at you. But what's happening with the USA in the Rugby World Rankings for the men? Because that's not doing too hot, is it? Where's the full list? Come on. Why are you only giving me a half a list? Where is USA? Am I not seeing it? Because the men, is it that the American men? Look, I don't want to talk bad about American men, but is it that they aren't as tough and can't really compete? Or is it just because rugby is like not even a second thought there? But the top 30, USA is not even in the top 30. But they're doing good in the women's rugby. What's happening there? So, I don't know. Because you also have to remember, we have some tough people here in South Africa. South Africans are tough. No. Usually the Rugby World Rankings, if you go onto it, it gives you 100 and something results. But now, we don't get the full results, and I don't understand. Okay, this is the Six Nations, I guess. I know that's the men. What is this? The Six Nations? Here's USA. Okay, so that's not, well, that's sevens. Oh, that's sevens. Yeah, South Africa's 4th. We're doing terrible in sevens. I don't know why. We have all the best, and some of our best players comes from sevens rugby. Like Cheslin Colby, arguably the best player currently in the world, comes from sevens rugby. Hey, but we're losing viewers. It's because we're talking about rugby. I get it. Metro here in East LA, and I've almost been niffed and mugged. Metro. What the hell is Metro? What's that? Several times. There are bad places everywhere. Sad. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to say that South Africa is the only place in the world that's unsafe. I know, America too. But you have to take into account our number of people, we have 60 million in South Africa. In America, you have 340 million, right? But even with 60 million people, we have 80 murders a day. But you guys in America don't have that much.
Metro.
Huh?
Metro.
Oh, metro.
En life.
Wat heb ek gesê?
Nee.
Oh, so I can't read. I am stupid. My IQ is only 1, it seems. Oh, you do metro. Okay, but I've heard about the metro systems, especially in New York. And stay away from that. Neeft? What am I doing? I need to go to bed. Albie's got a good idea there. Well, it's 4 a.m. and my sleeping tablet is kicking in. Oh, sleeping tablet. Oh, okay. I thought tablet that sleeps. I'm going to take advantage of that. Okay, you weren't fighting that tablet. You take it. Thank you, Albie. Thank you for being here. Have a good night, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I shouldn't read. I can't read. I don't even know what the words are anymore. But yeah, I have to go, guys. It's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. Got swamp ass. Your eyes weren't sure? I don't know what's going on. No, Rowan. What I mean is it will show us the point system of every single country. I don't want to only look at the top 10. I want to go down the list and see the points. We usually see it that way, but for some reason we don't this time on Rugby Rankings. I don't understand why that's happening. If it's for fun. Hey, but thank you guys so much. Let me just quickly, while we are here, viewer activity. Hannah, thank you for becoming a member. You're probably not here anymore. And then Quoth, South African, thank you for being here. Veronica with your 10 gifted. What? 10 gifted members. Thank you so much. And Arelis, thank you for your 10 gifted. And then Brandy for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. For the next stream, I'm going to set the stream up earlier next week so that everybody can get a donation. A notification. Damn it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the stream. It was fun. I appreciate that. I'm going to leave you guys with an ad. Have a good one and goodbye. Thanks, Allison. See you. Cheers, Ollie. Goodbye, everybody.